for years. And then Kyle said something like, like her backyard isn't clean. And like, if she really wants
you would see like she had
there,
a bit of anger, like in that clip I saw. It was like, oh gosh, she's about to go there. Wow.
It's like, go there.
Yeah.
Everybody go there.
But she's not going to go on like Amazon Live. Like what a bad platform to do it.
And even on New Jersey Housewives, when they say like Jackie has, 6 years on Margaret, and like, yeah, this is the actual stuff that we want to hear. Like, we want to see all the text. We want to know about Lisa's backyard. This is actual, yes, and yes.
It needs to get good. It really does.
Like, yeah, Kyle implied, like, we're not sure how these newbies are fitting in. It doesn't sound like it's going to be the best.
Jersey, it's like the first episode out the gate. It's like you're red, like it's in.
Do you don't like Beverly Hills though, just because it is wealth? It's like,
no, I love it because it's so aspirational. Like it's so, I love it so much. I watched.
These are our backyard people.
Yeah,
here,
there is something fun about it where they go to eat and all that kind of stuff. So, it's just like last season was just kind of like whatever for me. I was kind of like, do I need to tune in like tomorrow or can I skip to the next one? And I was fine skipping one or two.
Jersey.
You're
like Pauly. You're going to end up.
I'm going to end up on Jersey.
You're also going to end up. You might end up with like a Jersey boy.
Yeah. Oh God,
you might end up with like the male version.
Or like what I do is like maybe like I move into like one of their houses and be like, Stu wanted to get out of LA for a year, so he came here and he's going to kind of cook and hang out and whatever. Maybe I do that for 1 year.
I mean, that's not a bad.
So I'll come up to you in the Hamptons,
Yes.
Also, I actually, since you're here, I forgot to say it on the other podcast. Orange County is going to be great this year.
I have that. Let's.
Oh, you have it. Oh, you have it. I'm sorry. Okay.
No. I mean, let's talk about it. I think so. I cannot tell you. I am so excited for Orange County, which
I think it's going to be one of the best seasons.
I haven't said that in like 5 years. So you see, it's so funny. Everyone, just from this trailer, right? Everyone's thrilled.
Yeah, the Alexis Bellino and Shannon thing, because there's like, especially kind of like I kind of was in it a bit. Like I used to hang out with John and Shannon and all that kind of stuff. And I mean, she was at my birthday dinner the day before the DUI. We were all together.
The day before. Oh, wow.
It was the day before, yeah. And like we went to Nobu and like John and Shannon gave me a beautiful like polo shirt for my birthday, and Taylor was there. It was like 5 of us, and then we left the next day, and then I guess she went out to see friends, and that's when it happened. I went back to John's or whatever. Yeah.
So what do you knowing? I mean, you've met them before.
Yeah.
What do you think? Like, do you think John and Alexis are in love? Is John a fame whore, like everyone says?
I mean,
both could be true.
I think. Honestly, and what kind of like how I've seen the two of them together, I think whatever Shannon says, I think believe her. That's what I would say. You know what I mean? Because I think there was there a scene in it? She was like, he'll do it to you too, or something like that, or whatever. Like, look, she lived it, whatever. Like, we just kind of see it on the outside and stuff like that. So I think it's could be, people don't change, I think. So we'll see. Is it going to be a repeat? Is he a fame whore? I don't know.
Because, I mean, yes. And she also says something like, you don't know the dark story of John Janssen, something like that.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know that dark story.
No.
But then it's like John got with Alexis, and Alexis wasn't on the show. So where's the fame in that? You know what I mean? Or do you think planned it together?
Well, I was going to say, it's kind of... Look, I think that when you're in love with someone, you don't always break down the like components.
Yeah.
So it's like if you meet someone with a ton of money and you fall in love with them, are you in love with them? I mean, the money's there. So it's all blending together. So it does work for both of them. Mm-hmm. Although Alexis, because I knew Alexis back in the day.
Yeah.
I don't anymore just because years go on.
Yeah.
But like there was a period there when she really did not want to get back on the show. It's not like one of these housewives that says, I don't want to be back. It's like, honey, you want to be.
Does she have an orange?
She's a friend of.
She's a friend of, okay.
But she really, like when her kids were growing up, and she truly was like, why would I ever want to go back to that?
Is she in the cast photo though, isn't she?
There's 2 different cast photos. She's in one of them.
Oh, yes. I didn't know that. I didn't know they did 2. That's crazy.
It's like, well, there's 2. I mean, just give her an orange.
Yeah, I mean, but she's probably in it all the time, I'm sure.
That's going to be good, right? And then the whole thing with like Jem Pedantry, the other new one, with like her guy and the $16 million. That's interesting.
Because everybody's just has been asking about that guy since like the get-go. There's something kind of off or whatever. Yeah.
He's not so bad looking, that one.
No, he's hot. He's a hottie.
He's
yeah.
Good. So there's that. And I mean, Heather and Tamra apparently like befriend each other. There's like, they get along this season.
Then it looks like Tamra's like against Shannon again.
She's against Shannon. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
And
because she orders like a margarita at the table and she's like, I want to know what the timeline is of that though.
She orders a vodka.
Because Shannon did go and like fix herself, go to a kind of a day and like an outpatient thing or whatever like that. So we'll see. Come on. Like
that's
it's like
listen, going to like a therapy session is different than actual rehab.
No, she didn't go to rehab, but it's like
that's what I mean.
But I always say it's like I've known people that got DUIs and like yes, they gave up the booze for a while, learned my lesson, all that kind of stuff, but like they go back drinking again. Just I'm not going to get behind a car anymore. I learned my lesson. I cost $20,000, whatever, you know.
Yes. Maybe Justin Timberlake should call Shannon Beador and get some advice on what to do now. I mean, one has a world tour. The other one is going to make appearances.
This is going to ruin the tour. He's like, what tour?
He didn't know who
he didn't know who he was.
So you see now the cop is being profiled. Like the cop is on page 6. Like local Sag Harbor cop has a reputation. Let me tell you, over the summer in Sag Harbor, all the cops like want a moment. Like they get aggressive.
Really?
Yeah. Mind you, also, when you come out, like the streets, this Sag Harbor doesn't stay open late. So like that's the one thing about the Hamptons. Most of it closes down.
Yeah. It is very quiet. Yeah.
Murph's. Everyone can go to Murph's if you want, like an after hour. It's like a little dive. But so like when you come out, like just picture this, you're the only one on the street.
Yeah, it's like a sleepy town. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like you don't even have to swerve that much.
Do you think somebody said to the cops like Justin Timberlake is here? Do you ever think they tipped them off to get the moment or what?
I think they tipped them off at times.
Do you really? Yeah.
Yeah. I do.
Now he said he had one martini.
Mind you. Okay, first of all, let me tell you something. At American Hotel, it's a beautiful thing. The glasses, it's like, they have like these are like the real big martinis.
Oh, I love those big ones.
Yeah, they're great.
It's like Steak 48. They give you like the shaker and they leave it right beside the glass and you get like almost like 2 martinis. And then the bill comes in, it's like $35 for a martini, but it's fine.
That's kind of like this. Yeah. That's kind of like this. So there's that. But I'm very excited for the OC this year. I am.
Yeah. It's going to be great.
Do you miss like Vanderpump Rules? Now it's off. Do you miss it?
No, I needed a break from it. I did need a break.
You like want a break?
Yeah. Like I'm like, actually, you need to go to the sandwich bar. I need to go. Actually,
I have yet to go.
We have to go.
I have yet to go. I mean, I'm blocked at the moment by Ariana. I'm blocked by a lot of people, but Ariana is one of them that I am blocked.
Is my podcast going to get blocked too?
No. Here's the thing about getting blocked. You never know why, because you only realize you're blocked when you're then searching for that person.
Yeah.
But I mean, I've been blocked